Today I'm going to do the Westbourne River Walk, starting from Paddington. Now I've just left the station here beside the canal side, just give you a panoramic view of where I am. And if you continue straight in front, you come to Little Venice, which is about 200 yards. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over there on my left and go up the steps. Okay, that's where I've come from, Paddington Station. And as I said, all we're going to do is go up these steps to Bishop Bridge. From the steps, we just continue straight in front, across the bridge. Okay, once you get across the bridge, we're going to turn immediately left into Eastbourne Terrace. Now we're heading towards the Westbourne River. And that's where I've just come from. And as I said, we're going to turn around here into Eastbourne Terrace. Continue straight in front. At the end of Eastbourne Terrace, what we're going to do, we're going to bear to our right. But I'm going to take a slight detour. I'm going to turn to my left. I'm going to have a look at the Art Deco of the Paddington Underground Station. I am standing beside the Hilton, looking across at the Metropolitan Railway Paddington Station Underground Station. Magnificent building. I'm going to cross over and then we're going to bear to our right and just continue straight in front till we get to the Westbourne River. I'm standing beside the Paddington Underground Station looking across at the Hilton. Used to be the Great Western Hotel. But as I said, all we're going to do now is just continue in front till we get to where the Westbourne runs. Right, that's Eastbourne Terrace where we came down. I've crossed over and all we do is just continue in front till we get to where the Westbourne flows, or used to flow, or still flows. Cross the lights and continue straight. Well, I've just crossed Westbourne Terrace, we continue straight, we'll cross over Gloucester Terrace. Just continue straight. In front is the Brunel Hotel. And the significance of Brunel is that he built or designed Paddington Station for the Great Western Railway. We just continue in front. Now we're at the spot now where the Westbourne flows. And what we're going to do, we're going to turn left here into Brook News North. And we'll be following the Westbourne all the way up to Hyde Park, into Belgravia, and down by Sloane Square, and finally finishing at Chelsea Bridge. I'm looking down Brook News North, and this is officially the start of the Westbourne River for me from Paddington. So all we do now is just continue straight down. Just continue to the end. The river continues straight in front, but unfortunately I can't get through the gate. So what we've got to do is turn to our right and then left again till we get back on track. Okay, at the top of North Brook News, all we do, as I said, we turn to our left and we'll be heading down some steps shortly. Right in front is Hyde Park, but as we're following the Westbourne, we'll go down these steps and continue on the path. Now the Westbourne will flow along here, across Bayswater Road and into Hyde Park, furnishing the Serpentine with water. Now beside Elm Row, which I've just come out from, is the Swan Public House. Now there's been a public house here for 300 or 400 years. And going back a couple of hundred years, there was a bridge here which crossed the Westbourne. Now what we're going to do, we're going to continue in front, cross over at the light, and then to Hyde Park, beside the Italian Gardens. About 50 yards in front you have Lancaster's Gate Underground Station. And as I said, we're going to cross over the lights here and enter Hyde Park beside the Italian Garden here. Now that's where he came from, Elm News and the Swan Public House. And as I said, just walked along, cross over the lights here, and I'm going into the park. Now as I said, over there is Lancaster's Gate Underground Station. We go through the gates and then we're going to bear to our left. Okay, as I said, when you get to this point we're going to bear to our left and round to our right. Well, as I said, we're going to bear to our right and we walk along beside the Serpentine, or the first part of the water is called the Long Water. Well, that's where I just come from, where I entered Hyde Park. I'll just give you a panoramic view of where I am. Okay, we've got to thank Queen Caroline, George II's wife, for damming the Westbourne to create the Serpentine. But by the 19th century, the Westbourne had to be put into a pipe because it literally became a sewer. Anyway, we're just going to continue straight in front. Well, this is what they officially call the Long Water, and once you pass the bridge, it becomes the Serpentine. Just give you a panoramic view of the Italian Gardens. Just continue straight. As I said, the Westbourne no longer provides water for the Serpentine, as it's encased in a sewer pipe, but we just continue straight in front. Just continue round on the path on the right, following the Long Water. Just carry on straight through under the bridge, and then we'll be beside the Serpentine.
It's an island.
Now in front on my right is the old calf. Now what we're going to do, we're going to be bearing right after the calf, following the Westbourne. Now that's where I've just come from, and in front is the calf. It's having a bit of a makeover. And as I said, we bear to our right here, following the Westbourne. Now normally I go straight ahead over the bridge, but as we're following the Westbourne, we've got to bear to our left down into the dell. Now beside the path we're going to go down is a monument to an old waterway which goes back to about 1,000 years, but used to feed the City of London. Just continue straight in front. Now the Westbourne would believe in Hyde Park now, crossing over Knightsbridge and into Belgravia. We just continue in front straight. Right, that's where I've just come from, the Dale as they call it, and now I'm on Rotten Row, where the horses gallop up and down. It had a kind of reputation going back a few hundred years. Anyway, all we do now, just continue in front. Okay, we cross South Carriageway, and ahead is Knightsbridge. We're going to be veering to our left. South Carriageway, this is leading all the way up to Hyde Park Corner. I've just come from there, Albert Bridge. Just give you a panoramic view of where I am. I'm on Knightsbridge now, and as I said, we're going to bear to our left, cross over, and we're going to head down Wilton Street. Over there, on my right, on the other side, is Harvey Nicks. So as I said, we just bear to our left and cross over. Okay, that's where I've just come from. I'm going to head down here, Wilton Place. I said Wilton Street, but it's Wilton Place, and we're taking the first turn in on the right, following the Westbourne. In front on the left is St Paul's of Knightsbridge, and I'm standing beside the Lily Lane Tree House, just in front. And what we're going to do, we're going to bear to our right into Kinnerton Street, so we're going to turn right here. Now the River Westbourne would flow behind these buildings here in Kinnerton Street, but all we do is just continue straight down. As I said, the River Westbourne would have run behind these muses here. At the end of Kinnerton Street, we bear to our right. Well, that's where I've just come from. And all we do is turn, as I said, round here into Motcombe Street, go ahead, and then we're going to be bearing to our left at the end. As I said, when we get to the end, we bear to our left. And that's where I come from, Motcombe Street. And as I said, we're going to be bearing to our left here. So we just continue in front. We just continue, cross the lights here, just continue straight. At the end of this road here, we're going to cross over and bear to our right. As I said, we're going to cross over here and turn to our right down Pont Street. Okay, we cross over the lights here, turn round on my right into Pont Street, and then we take the first left. Right, that's where I've come from. I guess give you an idea of where I am. As I said, we're going to turn left here into Cardigan Lane. Now there used to be a bridge here over the Westbourne as it flowed down the hill here. So we just continue straight down. Just continue straight in front into Dudley Street. Just continue to the end, and then we'll be burned to our right. On my right is the Cadogan Hall, but we'll be taking the first left. In front you've got the Cadogan Hall, music venue, conference centre, everything. And that's where I just come from, and as I said, we'll be turning here, which will take us out by Sloane Square. Just give you a view of where I am. Now that's Cadogan Hall. The building there in front is the old telephone exchange. And here this magnificent church. And in front we've got Sloane Square. Just cross over the zebras and continue in front. On my right there is Sloane Square itself. We're heading towards the underground station where the Westbourne flows through. Right beside the underground station you've got the Royal Court Theatre, which is famous for the angry young men in the 60s. I'm going to go into the underground station. We're going to look at the pipe which carries Westbourne. And the Westbourne flows through the station and then continues down Holbein Place. That is the Westbourne in that pipe there, which goes all the way down by Holbein Place. So I'm going to head back up towards Sloane Square now and continue the Westbourne walk. And that's where I've just come from. There's Sloane Square underground station where the Westbourne flows through, and it continues its journey down here or Holbein Place, which takes us all the way down to Pimlico Road. So we just continue straight in front. Right at the end of Holbein Place, we go down Peabody Flats, and in front you got what was the Chelsea Barracks. It's all no luxury flats. Now the Westbourne flows straight through all the way up towards Chelsea Bridge. It splits into two here. Right, I'm on Pimlico Road. In front was the old parade ground of the Chelsea Barracks, and as you can see they're all luxury flats now. Now the Westbourne flows straight ahead right onto the Thames by Chelsea Bridge. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn right and then left onto Chelsea Bridge Road, and I'm heading towards Chelsea Bridge. Good. Now the building over there on my right is the Royal Chelsea Hospital. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cross over the lights here and continue straight down till we get to Chelsea Bridge. Now the road there on my right is the Royal Hospital Road, which takes you all the way up to the National Army Museum, and Chelsea Pension is the world. I'm still on Chelsea Bridge Road. We're near the bridge now, and this is where the Westbourne, well, one of the tributaries of the Westbourne finishes on the Thames. Right, I'm on Chelsea Bridge now. Over there is Battersea Power Station, modern night. I'll just give you a view of where I am. Now that's where the Westbourne, or one of the arms of the Westbourne, comes out by. Over there on the other side of the bridge is Battersea Park. Now the other arm of the Westbourne comes out by Ranelagh Gardens, a bit further along the Chelsea embankment. So I'm just heading up towards by Ranelagh Gardens. Okay, I'm on the west side of Chelsea Bridge, in front, Battersea Park. And where you see all those pylons there, Somewhere there is the other arm of the Westbourne. Now it flows through Ranelagh Gardens by the Chelsea Pensioners Home, Royal Chelsea Pensioners Home, and comes out there somewhere. Now I'm going to head up towards Ranelagh Gardens and head back to Sloane Square. Chelsea Bridge in front, and that's where I've just come from. And I'm heading towards Ranelagh Gardens. I'll just give you a view of what's happening. It's like one big building site. Anyway, we're going to have to cross over and continue, and then we'll be turning up by Ranelagh Gardens. Now, it's somewhere along here that the Westbourne flows out. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the gates here into Ranelagh Gardens up towards the memorial to Talawala, and then I'm going to bear to my right and continue up towards the Royal Chelsea Pensioners Home. Now, back in the early 18th century, Ranelagh Gardens was quite a famous pleasure garden, where there used to be entertainment. Men and women used to mix quite freely without tongues wagging. Anyway, we're just going to continue straight up beside the memorial in front. When you get to the top, you bear to your right. And then the path just bear to your left, go ahead and go straight through the gates. Now this is where the other arm, as I said, of the Westbourne would have come through Ranelagh Gardens and out by where they're doing that sewer work. That's where the Westbourne would have discharged into the Thames. Just go through the gate and carry on straight till we come out by Royal Hospital Road. Now the Royal Chelsea Hospital was set up by Charles II. He laid the foundation stone in 1682. It wasn't finished till 10 years later. The architect was Sir Christopher Wren. Now it was his... On my right you got the museum and a cafeteria. I've just left the Royal Chelsea Hospital, and all we do is cross over the lights and just continue straight up in front. Now that's where I've just come from, the Royal Chelsea. Just give you a panoramic view of where I am. Now I'm heading back to Sloane Square now, so just continue up here. We just continue straight, and as I said, we just bear slightly to the right, straight in front, just go straight in front. Now the building over there is the Duke of York headquarters. It's now the Sartre Gallery. And then we just continue straight in front. And that's where I just come from. Okay, when you get to the top, we bear to our right, we're on the King's Road, and we'll be heading towards Sloane Square. Gateway into the Sartre Gallery. And that statue there is of Hans Sloane, the man who bought the manor in about 1712. Building this front is Peter Jones, part of the John Lewis partnership. Sloane Square is just straight ahead. I'm in the centre of Sloane Square, and the statue in front is of Venus, goddess of love. And there's supposed to be an image of Charles II and Nell Gwyn on the base somewhere. Charles II was the man who founded the Royal Chelsea Pension Home. Anyway, this is the end of it for me. I'm going to head across to Sloane Square Underground Station. And I hope you enjoyed the walk, the Westbourne River. Now the Westbourne River starts up in Hampstead, goes through the Kilburn High Road, and it's all the way down to Paddington, and that's where he took the walk from. So, just give you a panoramic view before I go.